So good evening everyone. Yes, we are in London today because it is the relaunch of Saw the Experience. Now, we know quite a few people who did the original experience, but it has been closed for a couple of months for quite an extensive refurb from what we understand. So we're going to go inside, see if we can escape the games. We never played the original game. We are going in with some people who had played the original one, so we'll be able to compare afterwards what the differences were. So we're going to go and play a game.
Rise and shine, Adam. You're probably wondering where you are. I'll tell you where you might be. You might be in the room that you die in. I want to play a game.
Okay, and that is us now out of Saw the Experience, and I really enjoyed that. Don't want to give too much away, but obviously it starts out as something much different. It's quite bright. You're going to have a look around a new block of flats. The presentation starts off quite cheery, but then you realise what they've actually done. You know, there's some corrupt people behind this organisation, and obviously we're the investors, so obviously Saw's going to have a go at us somewhere along the way. So the mood goes very dark very quickly. The first couple of rooms, there's a pretty gruesome scene quite early on. A couple of good jump scares. First scene is really lots of escape puzzles. There's about 10 different codes that need to be found to get out. We were doing really well in our group. We sorted out, we were sent to one corner, sorted out half the puzzles there, helped the people in the next team with their puzzles, and then started to help some other people and were told to go back to our corner because we were being too good, which is something I've never had said in an escape room before. But yeah, it is interesting. You do go through in quite large groups. The group we were with, they weren't really paying attention to start with. I think towards the end they got a bit more involved. I don't know if people actually know whether it's an escape room, whether it's a live experience or whatever. So yeah, they needed a bit of help. So from there on in, we went quite a few rooms after that. There's an elevator scene. Some of the people didn't see what happened in that, and that's just because they weren't paying attention. There were some later rooms with some more torture stuff in there, definitely some more escape room elements. And the puzzles, although not difficult, it takes a while to work out what you actually need to do. There's a lot of things it looks like you think you know what you're going to do, what you need to do, and then there's something hidden away somewhere that actually twists that slightly up on its head. But we managed to get through most of them. A certain number was very difficult to get, and that's just because it was really difficult to actually read the spray paint. I won't say on what that was on. And then once we had even got the electrical connection in that room, we didn't quite know what we needed to connect to, whatever. So obviously series of successes in some of the rooms, a series of fails. Some quite unique and interesting puzzles. Yeah, we certainly enjoyed them. And some just great scares along the way, you know, sudden lighting changes. The sets themselves are pretty atmospheric. Good lighting effects, obviously use some maglocks and whatever to get you in and out of different rooms. Little bit of noise bleed from the other groups because obviously you do get split up halfway along the way. We were Team Yellow and we were sort of acing our experiences, and then you all come back together. All in, if you're a fan of the Saw movies, there's some familiar traps and familiar sets that you'd know, but I think you'd really enjoy it. It obviously does twist the story on its head a bit, you know, the actual reveal of why this is happening to you and what you're doing. I would only say the only criticism I always have of Saw, and this has been from Saw Alive and Saw the Ride and whatever, is it's quite a passive experience. You're watching other people being tortured. You never quite get the feel that your life is in jeopardy. There is a scene where you have to put your hand in a sort of, there's a circular saw going, and I thought that could have actually been a little bit more scary, but you never actually felt like you were in a Saw trap. You felt like you were participating in a Saw movie, but you know, rescuing other people. But apart from that, we really enjoyed it. It's yeah, as I say, it's a mix of scare attraction, escape room, and theatrical experience. And you know, with live actors throughout, number of good puzzles. Clue system if you get stuck. We got stuck a couple of times, or just because one of the puzzles we didn't know how we had to connect one of the body parts up or whatever. But all in, definitely come down to London and give it a try. It's slightly hidden away. You need to know where to go, so do look on a map before you come here. And there's no actual sign at the entrance. There's just like an open gate, and you walk down there. But yeah, Saw the Experience is now open in London. Absolutely worth a visit. And with that, we're going to sign off, and we will see you at the next event.